What's up? How's it going? I want to talk to you guys about the best weapon builds I have in .hack mutation, specifically part 2. Something I've noticed in the first 2 games is that Kite is way better at magic casting than he is physical combat. However, that does change with Outbreak going forward, due to a specific stat that gets a major boost in the later games, but that's for a different video. I want to teach you guys the philosophy of this game, because something I feel where everyone is going wrong is they get caught up in reading all of these stats right here. Don't get too confused on this. Don't get too caught up in these. What matters is these. These are the stats that matter. The elements and then the skills. That's what really matters when it comes to weapons and damage, because this game has something called elemental weakness. If you've made it this far into my videos and the game, you definitely know elemental weakness at this point. But it's essentially a forced critical strike that does double damage. So the best way to gear your characters, including your party members too, not just yourself, but you want to base everything around elemental damage. So we've got the Crimson Raid for fire, then we've got Bombayés for thunder and physical. We've got the Fish Skin for wood and thunder and water. So the most important thing to have with your gear set is a nice spread of abilities. That's what you want, especially in your equipment. It's so easy to get caught up and lost in these. When these, not to say they don't matter, but they're not nearly as important as these actual skills here. What you want to do is find the highest level damaging ability for each different element. That way, no matter what you're running into, you have a spell that can do some damage. Now, you definitely want to carry more equipment than you regularly use, just because you always want to be ready for the specific level you're going to. Like, if you're going to a water element area, you don't want to bring a bunch of water equipment because you won't be able to do damage with that. They're immune. You would have to decrease their element first, and then that's just extra steps, wasting time. So don't worry about these stats too much. Like, it literally doesn't matter. This has no defense stats for physical, because the reason I have this is for AoE Thunder. Yeah, so for the end of mutation, this is my item build that I have. I run with the Hyakudurin, the Crimson Raid, the Bombayé, the Fish Skin, and I swap them out depending on what my current enemy is. Like if I need some fire abilities, we go to Crimson Raid. We need thunder, we switch to the bombs. Need wood or water, swap to the Fish Skin. Check out some of the comments where people might leave any gear they particularly like, and leave some comments about some gear pieces you like in this game.